Are we ready? Let's get started. Okay, I want you to pick a number.
3.
Every single sex maniac picks 3. That's a scientific fact. If you pick 3, you're a sex maniac. I just got back from Disney. I'll show you some of the pictures I took, and it was heartbreaking. I've been an honorary member of Club 33 for probably 30 years. If you know what Club 33 is, if you're a Disney file, you know what it is. It's the one place on all the Disney properties where you could get liquor. Now, every concession stand sells booze, and different kinds of booze. I mean, there's booze everywhere. There's trash everywhere in Disney. Walt Disney's from basically where I grew up originally in Missouri. And I met people that met Walt Disney. He came to their door, and for $1, you could get you could get a share of his stock. People made $1 million. Neighbors of mine, old guys, made $1 million because they gave old Walt $1. That's Hillary Clinton quality investing. Look, I don't like Kathleen Kennedy. The last 3, maybe the last 6 even, Star Wars movies have sucked major donkey, and I think we all agree on that. Dear God. Horrible. Disney, the propaganda that they spew, the horrible stuff they give our children. I'm not a Disney fan, but I've loved the parks, the Haunted Mansion. I've got some stuff from the Haunted Mansion around my house that I've collected, actual props from inside the ride. Anyway, I love Disney, and an honorary member of Club 33, a very tough club to get into. Walt's Club. Walt had stuffed animals all around, taxidermy. They never could figure out how Walt knew everything. All the animators and the Imagineers, the people that created the rides. Turns out old Walt had microphones everywhere inside these heads, and you can see them, and you can see where they had the microphones hidden. And he would listen to them. Pretty good boss, huh? Wow. And he was also fearful, frightfully fearful of commies taking over Disney and taking over Hollywood. Well, guess what? Uncle Walt was right. So you'll see some pictures here of my recent visit to Disney. And as I'm walking in, put on your mask. I have a mask, I put it on. That's not good enough. Go over to the machine and I had to go buy a Walt Disney mask. What a scam. You have to buy one of their masks from their machines. I was in Disney World in Orlando, sweltering heat, 100 plus degrees, with a muzzle on. If you go to take a picture, put your mask on. They're not even polite. This is not the cast members. I used to, you get to pick up trash at Disney and they would call you a cast member to make you feel better, right? If you want to make a dummy feel better, you give them a card with a title. They actually did a test study that you could pay someone almost anything if you gave them a card with a good title. Oh. So they were called cast members. The guys that pick up trash at Disney are cast members. Well, there's no friendliness anymore. Everybody used to study the Disney system. There is no Disney system anymore. These people are rude a-holes. And I'm ready to pass out. They've also put plexiglass so that when you wait for the rides, there's plexiglass. So you're an hour out in the sun with plexiglass all around you. It's horrible. They've ruined it. And it's liberalism. It's ABC, it's Disney. Look at this. This was my ticket from when I was a kid. 50 cents. 50 cents, you could go on the monorail, the flying saucers, the Matterhorn bobsleds. Does anybody remember these? You could do the mule train. Pack mules, Nature's Wonder. Anyway, Jungle Cruise, 50 cents, 50 cents. Now, modern Disney, here's your, you just get a map and see all the cool stuff. Now, you get a guide to all the flowers. Disney Land, Disney World, is no longer the happiest place on earth. There are differences between men and women. Oh, I know there's 100 different sexes plus, but women, wow. What is it my friend Sebastian, the comedian, says? Men go in and they go to Subway and they say, run it through the garden, put everything, just wrap it up. Women, my wife, a little sprinkle. And what kind of bread? I need this on the side. I want that. We're out with one of my wife's friends. And she says, do you have anything that's gluten-free, salt-free, fat-free, and vegan? And the waitress said, yeah, napkin. How stupid are we getting? I went online to buy some new John Lee Hooker stuff. John Lee Hooker, a legendary blues man. I love John Lee Hooker. John Lee Hooker with Van Morrison, to me, about as good as it gets. Not as good as Genesis, early Genesis with Phil Collins. Not as good as Yes, only with John Anderson. Not as good as the greatest band of all time, Moody Blues, Question of Balance, the greatest single album in history, and the 7-album series of classics with the Moody Blues, the greatest music catalog of any band ever, including the Beatles. The Beatles had some real duds in there. The Moody's had 7 albums that are all masterpieces. So I went to buy some John Lee Hooker. You want to talk about clown world, idiot world? They wouldn't let me. I couldn't figure it out. It took days. I want to buy John Lee Hooker albums. PayPal won't let you buy anything that involves a hooker. Listen, if you ever find one of these around your house, it could mean that Howard Stern is banging your wife.